So before we do this structured square nail, one of the most important things to get right is prep. I, majority of the time, do a e-file prep. But well, I'll show you both ways. Who's got an e-file with them today? That's fine. Not that one. You've still got that one?
Yeah.
It was like a jackhammer. Yeah. So I'll go through them, 2 different ways to do your prep, but it's got to be bang on because, you know, it's like if you were going to paint your skirting boards and you were lazy and you just painted on top of the gloss that was already there, you know, eventually it's going to start peeling. It's the same, you know, it's the same principle. So with our e-file bits, you get, this is if you have the complete Pro collection, you get pretty much everything you'll ever need, apart from a mandrel bit. So, and on here it'll tell you exactly what to do with it and what not to do with it. The secret weapon we use for multiple things, but it's not designed to be used around the cuticle on the bare nail. You can use it on top of product. If you use a ceramic serrated bit, or if you even use a serrated bit on the natural nail, it's like bye-bye, goodbye to the nail. May it rest in peace. You need you know, a diamond bit. So when I say that, so we've got 2 cuticle bits that we use. You've got the cuticle bit and you've got the proximal fold bit. They're the 2 bits I'm going to use first of all. I mean, I've seen people using something similar to this, carbide, on the natural nail, and I'm like, what are you doing? Right, so we're going to use that, and we'll also use sanding bands as well. But we're going to do these 2 different versions. So we'll do one that's not an e-file and we'll do one that is an e-file. So I have got my e-file in reverse because I'm going to come over and work round like this. So I'm going to work from my left to my right. And I'm going to start with the handpiece upside down. Yeah, so that's why it's in reverse. So what that does, good question, what that does is it pushes the skin away from the nail. If I went this way, can you feel that? It's pushing. So I don't know if you can see, that's pushing that way. Now if I go this way, and it's pushing this way now. So the rotation is really important. If I wanted to keep my e-file the usual way round, I would keep it in the normal forward motion, yeah? And I would come all the way up to here, but by the time I get to this point, and I'm using this very flat, I'm not digging in, by the time I get to this point, I've got to put it in reverse. And then I've got to come round here.
If you work right to left, then does it just stay normal?
If are you left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Yeah, so you will have it, if you are...
I've always used mine in reverse.
Have you?
Yeah.
But if you're flipping it round...
No, I don't flip.
Yeah, because if you're flipping it round, you will need to have it in reverse. No, you won't. Hold on. No, it's forward. If you flip it round, you'll need it in forward. If you flip it round like that. Yeah. Now I can go on to my proximal fold bit. So the proximal fold bit, it touches the area that it's named after, which is the proximal fold. So we are going to exfoliate. It's still going to push back because I've still got it on a 3. I've still got it in reverse. Yeah. So it's still pushing back, but it's going to exfoliate any non-living tissue, which I have more of on this side. And you know when you get a bit of a callus, you can actually really exfoliate that away as well. If you have your e-file bit any higher than this, you try to do this, you're gonna burn, graze.
The client's going to scream at you.
Yeah. So I'm still pushing back and I'm just lifting any of that non-living skin away. And anything that doesn't come away, like, so you see this part here that's white?
Mm-hmm.
You can work it a bit, but if you've got to work it too much, then you're going to start creating a... If you keep working it, then you're going to create a sore. Going to use, and I have got the best scissors in the world. So these are that person. Oh, was it upside down? Stalix. These, in all honesty, they got given to me, so I don't know how much they were. But they're amazing. I mean, so what you have to do is you have to measure from here to here, and that is how big your scissors should be. Okay, so they do different sizes and everything like that. So they have, can you see how they have like a little tiny hook? And they are uber sharp. I can cut that because it's white, so it has no blood supply. I can actually put oil on this now. And even if you have a stubborn cuticle and it's like, oh, it's really like, so say like this callus here, there's a bit of a callus. So right hand, it's the middle finger, we all get that callus, unless you're left-handed, and you get it on the left hand, yeah, on that middle finger. So you can pop a little bit of oil on, and you can exfoliate it with the full length of this bit, and it'll be a lot kinder. Now, to do the cuticle area with a dry, not dry, this isn't going to be completely dry, but you can do it completely dry. You're going to push back, lift, and then nip, yeah? But I'm going to use this, which is a cuticle remover, but it's a cuticle remover that has to be wiped over pretty damn pronto after. So I'm going to have some cleanup solution ready to wipe over. And then I've got, this tool is from that same brand that I was telling you about, just the one that I can't pronounce. Is that tingling? Not at all?
No.
And this literally dissolves any non-living tissue that's on the nail. It's not like, do you know, I see some tools and they just, I think, well, is that non-living tissue or is that nail that you're scraping away? Whereas I can feel that this is quite soft. It's a little bit rubbery and it's coming off a treat.
Strong acid or...
It's got an acid in it, yeah. So I'm going to clean that off now.
I didn't feel it.
You didn't feel it? Some people can,
Life of
yeah.
hands in chemicals.
Yeah.
Some people can feel a little bit of a tingle. So, I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah, there's loads of them.
Can you see all that? Oh, that's because of one nail. So nice.
Is that the order? Phalanx?
This is the Eclair oil. It's called Sassy and Classy.
I smell it.
Named after you, Joe. Sassy and Classy. Right, okay, so they are prepped. Cuticle area is prepped. Okay, and we're going to dehydrate now. So I'm using the clean up solution, which will dehydrate and clean. And I'm like, oh, we're taking this nail off. So our mandrel bit has a safety lock system. And it also has a AB Swarovski crystal on the end.
You're fancy.
So fancy. So the safety lock system is, see these prongs here? So you see some mandrel bands and they have this like sort of grooves here. These prongs create the tension for the band to sit on. I'm going to use a fine sanding band. The fine sanding bands are 240 grit. They are made from ceramic particles, so they reduce the heat that is caused. I've got it on 4. You could go as high as 5.
That made me jump.
Not make you jump, then. I want it in the forward motion now.
That's better.
And I'm literally just skipping around the cuticle area, keeping everything nice and flat so we don't dig in. And we're not pressing hard, we're literally just removing the surface shine. I'm just going to pull your skin away there.
Yeah.
So I can get a little bit tighter. Fabulous, fabulous. And then what you'll notice with the sanding band, you'll kind of use more of this top section. And when you come to do the other hand, just take it off,
Yeah, I'll do that.
flip it round, and then it's like you're having a new sanding band. So you can just reuse that instead of getting to the other hand and thinking, oh, I've got to press harder, it's not abrasing as much. And then you'll create heat. And then one hand will be prepped really well and the other one won't be quite as good.